If you're a creative or an artist and you'd like more clarity around what things spark joy for you, I'm going to lead us through some journaling prompts as well as another exercise and design your own creative self-care plan. Today is day 30 in our 30-day art challenge. If you're just now finding us, you might want to watch the previous challenges and then come back. You can do that here. If you did complete all or part of the 30-day mindful art challenge, I just want to say congratulations. I know that takes a lot of effort and intention. I hope that you had fun creating during this challenge. We did everything from watercolor doodles to soul collage to different techniques in your mindful art journal. I'm excited to share something today as we reflect on our 30-day art challenge, as well as helping to design our own creative self-care plan. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to lead us through some journaling prompts as well as another exercise. You're welcome to download the free workbook below to print it out and follow along, or you can just fill this out directly on paper or in your art journal. So I'm going to skip through these first couple of pages. You can check that out if you decide to download the workbook. There are some really great suggestions and steps here, 8 supportive steps to create daily. So I hope you find that helpful. So we're first going to begin with journaling about joyful self-care. So the first question is, what do you enjoy doing or not doing for your self-care? This might be mindful art activities, it might be going for a walk, it might be taking a bubble bath, it could be connecting with a friend, it could be taking time to yourself and turning off the lights and not doing anything. So whatever helps you and what brings you joy in your self-care. The next prompt is, where do you feel most at ease? And I love this prompt because I'm such a big supporter and fan of having safe space for ourselves and having places where we can rest and refill our own tanks. So this is going to be different for everyone. You might feel most relaxed in your bed at home, in your favorite chair, on your couch at home. It could be your favorite place to go in town, whether that be a coffee shop or a park. So the next one, which is huge, is who supports you. This can be friends, family members, a partner, colleagues, your pet or animal friends. So who supports you? And we're going to dive in deeper through these exercises. This will become more important. These initial prompts tie into our next visual exercise, so stay tuned for that. And then one last question here is, what's one small thing you can do this week for your own self-care? And I really emphasize the small thing and just one thing, especially because if it's outside of your current routine or ritual or habits, that can sometimes be really hard to bring into our lives, especially if we're stressed out or especially if we have a lot of things going on. So what's one small thing you can do this week for your self-care? I like to think of something that's so small, there's no way I could not do it. Next, we're going to dive into a life balance wheel exercise. This is a really great visual way of checking in and seeing how you're feeling in different areas of your life right now. Whether you've done the life balance wheel exercise or not, prompt 1 is to list 10 creative things that sound fun. So especially if you did the 30-day mindful art challenge with us, I would love to hear in comments down below what practice or practices from the 30-day art challenge really sparked joy in you. Which ones really resonated with you that you're curious to do more of, or that you really enjoyed the practice. So definitely comment down below. That's great feedback for me, and I'd love to hear just what resonated with you. The next prompt is, when was the last thing you tried this? So any of these fun activities you wrote down, did you do those in the last month? Has it been a couple of years? Have you never tried them? And if it is never, why have you not tried them? And then from that list, you want to choose a favorite. And I know sometimes that can be hard. Maybe you choose a couple favorites and notice what's holding you back from doing those activities or that activity. And also, what do you need? So if you need more time, you might want to look at creating a little bit of space in your day. Again, even if it's 5 minutes, by now, you know I'm a huge advocate for 5-minute mindful art activities and doing them when we have very little time in our day. So if it's time, just noticing where you can find time throughout your day. You might need a dedicated space. So you might need a mindful art studio or a desk that you can go to do this work. It might be that you need more money and you might want to look at your budgeting or reallocating your budget to prioritize your self-care and invest in your self-care. So it could be that you also need more support, that you want to connect more in community, that you find it really nourishing to do these fun activities when you're with others or when others are giving you inspiration. I do have a more in-depth 30-day mindful art experiments e-course, and so that will offer more specific instructions, prompts, and guide you through diving deeper into a lot of these different activities. If you're noticing that you were really drawn to one or two types of practices in the 30 days, like the watercolor doodles or the soul collage, then I do have individual e-courses focusing just on those as well. So you can find out more at mindfulcreativemuse.com in the store section. And of course, that's a great way to support me and this channel. And of course, there's no pressure, so I'm so excited that you're here with me on YouTube and that we can continue to connect this way as well.